What's up guys, my name is the Below Average Gamer, aka Bag, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at r/seduction. I think this might actually be the worst subreddit I've ever been on, so let's get into it. How I got hot women to DM me on Insta. People think they need better pics looking handsome, but let's face it, most of us don't have the face or body card to compete on looks in a place like Instagram. Okay. What I've instead had success with is competing on niche. I'm a photographer and I get beautiful female photographers and models in my city following my account every month. That's right, the women follow me first. I also have models DMing me regularly asking about free photo shoots. Okay mate, you're not doing anything genius here, you're just a female photographer. Like, ultimately part of the job is talking to women, and I think it's quite nefarious that you're trying to translate this into you being like a cool guy or like a gigolo or something. Do you know what I mean? This is your job and you're kind of almost perverting it a bit to sleep with women maybe. I don't know, let's read on. I've gotten a few dates from Instagram this way. So have a niche, something some women also have as the same niche. Here are some niches you could delve into that many women also get into. Fashion, photography, travel and adventure, a specific sport, hobby. Make your profile completely focused on this. Begin following other accounts that are in your niche and like and comment thoughtful or funny things on their posts. This is so like, I don't know, predatory. It makes me so uncomfortable that men think like this to try and like pounce on a woman. Like, it should be quite natural, and without social media being the platform to do it, in my opinion, if you want to make like a good connection, it kind of has to happen in person, I think. This one's called Slept with 65 Girls Last Year. Here's what I learned. Why does that sound like a LinkedIn post right off the rip? So over the last year, I slept with close to 65 girls. You're disgusting already to me. Like, that is just gross. Like, the fact that you're posting about this online is just wrong. Number one, sleeping with this amount of women is really not a lot if you actually do the math. That's 5 girls a month. That's contradictory to me. I feel like that's quite a lot because the amount of work that goes into doing that, you've got to meet them, talk to them, obviously like do the whole seduction thing and then get down to business. And then the coolest part is if you're approaching it like this, once you've done the deed, you just have to throw them in the bin. So like every single one of these 65 girls are just on a cycle almost. Like, they're gone after he slept with them. Do you know what I mean? After that one per week, surely there's some fallout from your actions. I don't know. Number two, it's not hard, but it is a full-time job. Yeah, man. I mean, one per week, like I just said. What are you doing at work all day? Because surely it's not your job. You've got to spend time like doing all this. Unless you look like handsome Squidward or Giga Chad, I don't think you're going to be able to do this easily. Number three, this is a massive numbers game. Sleeping with this many women is a numbers game, and I don't give a what anyone says. If you don't have both looks and status, you're playing the numbers game point blank, period. I don't really know what he means by this, but let's read on. The only time I've seen someone pull crazy numbers without effort is one of my homies who's basically an influencer. Dude has clout and he's extremely handsome. If you don't have those two at once, looks, status or money, you're playing the numbers game. Okay, so what he's saying is basically like it's a averages game, or like the more you go for, the more you're going to get. So you've got to essentially not be scared to get rejected, which again is so predatory. It's so weird to me. It feels so out of date as well in 2026, because I remember like when I was growing up, there was shows like Geordie Shore and stuff like that, where it was all about this kind of mentality of just like shagging birds. But it seems to have gone in 2026, and I think that's a good thing, but it still seems to be alive on this subreddit, which is sad. Point number 5, online dating works. Every single woman I slept with last year came from online dating. Not surprised? Absolutely not surprised, because it's literally like a carousel of people probably wanting to have sex or like something, or at least you can make it into that if you just screw the women over like afterwards. Number 6, I don't do public dates. I only do dates to the crib. Why has he said crib? It's like a really serious LinkedIn post and then just drops the word crib in. It caught me off guard. Out of all the girls I hooked up with, I only went on maybe 4 or 5 public dates, and that's because I wanted to. A lot of people think this isn't possible, but you'd be surprised how many women are fine with coming over if you build enough comfort. Still feels wrong to me. I had a guide on this before, but it got mad hate. I can repost if y'all want. It's essentially a mechanism I found that builds comfort at a pretty high level to get girls to come straight over. Mate, these are human beings. Like, how are you building mechanisms? I mean, unless this is it's obviously working, but like, I just don't believe mechanisms work on like different people over and over and over again. Like, we're all quite different. He's talking about like data and stuff. It's also like inhuman. Location matters more than anything. Location is huge. Is he talking about his penis or the actual location? The reason I was able to get so many hookups is because I live in a major college town with close to 1 million people. When I lived in a smaller city, I didn't have anywhere near the same amount of opportunities. Population matters, period. The truth is, it's empty. It is. Now we're getting to the point. A lot of guys glamorize hooking up with chicks because they want validation. And yeah, at first it feels rewarding, but it gets old very fast. Sleeping with a lot of women is not the end-all and be-all solution to your life's problems. I'm glad you came to that conclusion, my friend, after 65 women last year. Some people take a little bit longer to understand these things than others and maybe make a few more mistakes, but it sounds like he's ended up at the right mental space, that this isn't like a healthy way to live and it doesn't bring you much happiness in the long run. I love the title of this one. It's actually pretty easy to get girls. If you search on the internet for advice on how to get a girl to like you, you'll find some people saying that you need to get jacked in the gym with six-pack abs. I mean, that does help in two ways though. Like, it doesn't just help you get girls, it helps you mentally, getting really physically fit. That's why I'm doing it now. Like, obviously I don't look it like I just like the most average non-bod build ever, but I'm working on it, all right? It's a process. But the reason I'm doing it is because mentally it gets you in a much better space, and obviously the added benefit of physically looking good is just, you know, always a bonus, and good for your health too, like for your longevity. Others say you need to optimize your Instagram and make girls come to you. But in reality, most men who are getting the highest quality of women, oh god, this is so cringe. Highest quality of women is like their cuts of meat in the shop. They don't have any of these things, and it's because getting women is actually pretty easy, much easier than you think. So the number one thing you need is high self-esteem. Why didn't you say so? Hang on, let me just get my self-esteem dial on my back. Turn that up to 11. Perfect. Where are all the women, huh? Now, the second thing you need to do to attract women is the ability to create emotional engagement. Whoa. Really? That's mind-blowing. Emotionally engage the person. This is groundbreaking stuff. I've never tried that. I usually just sit in silence and just stare at them like this. Finally, the third thing you need to get women is leadership. Man, this is so LinkedIn coded. Why do I need leadership to get a woman? This one just says, being a dork is a superpower. I see it every night. The value scanning cool guys. They will do anything to uphold their little image that they are cool, put together, have their shit in order. It's hilarious because to everyone else, you're just an uptight douche. This guy isn't angry at all. He doesn't resent these cool guys for not being one, does he? You can tell from the way he's writing this, he's absolutely fine with it. Now, I know that in their heart, they're awesome guys, but no one will ever be able to see that side because they just can't let go. The truth is, if you acted like you did when you were 5, carefree and simply having a good time, you would not only be dating hotter, more fun women, you would be happier and more peaceful. Not sure about that one, buddy. If I started acting 5 years old around women, I think there'd be some problems, you know? When I was 5, I was pooping my pants, you know, falling out of trees, getting sent to hospital, struggling with how to communicate my feelings with people without getting really angry and just screaming. I'd probably get hospitalized if I was acting 5 years old out in the big bad world. And I 100% doubt anyone would want to date me. Do you know what I mean? Because they'd just be like, you're a kid. You're acting like a child. You've got poop in your pants. You were not designed to have a stick up your bum. Speak for yourself. Maybe I was. I know some guys that are. You were meant to run around, own your energy, and be the man. Truth is, whoever is the most engaged and least attached wins. And please, do not respond talking some dumb shit if you aren't going to talk from experience. Shut the f up. Bro, didn't really give any evidence to his own claims there. He just kind of, it looks like he just had this thought, actually, I'm the best at doing this whole dating thing. Public service announcement. If a woman is trying to hit on you, she'll do the alien smile. I assume she's not talking about the xenomorph from the film Alien, because, you know, the one where they open their mouth and the little alien comes out their mouth? If a woman does that to me, I'm probably going to implode. Like most guys, it took me ages to realize when women were actually approaching / hitting on me, instead of just being friendly and social. If she smiles way too big for way too long, to the point where it almost seems creepy, that's what I call the alien smile, and it means she's attracted to you and isn't just being friendly. I've never had this happen to me. I've never had a woman just suddenly go, like, if they did, I'd be so scared. I imagine watching that back for the viewer then is probably quite scary too. So sorry about that. This is often mixed with her thinking of a random excuse to talk to you and holding the smile for an unnaturally long time afterwards. God damn, man. Like, you know that film? What's that film where if they smile at you, they're going to kill you? I'm sure it's probably just called Smile, but it's really like giving the imagery of that film when I'm reading this. I don't think I want a woman that's going to smile at me like that. Sorry, ladies. How do you go out to bars and clubs alone and still meet women without looking awkward? Move to a new country 2 years ago and I still don't really have friends who like going out to bars or clubs. I'm naturally more reserved, but I actually want to start going out, meeting women and improving socially. My biggest mental block is this. I feel awkward showing up alone. Standing in line solo while everyone else is with friends or couples makes me look like the odd one out and kills my confidence before I even get inside. I don't think you can do this. Like, realistically, like the average human, I don't think you can go to the club alone and not look weird. Like, there's no way I can figure it out, like, that it wouldn't. You have to, like, make friends to go with first, because you're kind of skipping a stage, like, in my mind. And then that's where it's got mixed up, I think. Sometimes you go as a group with your friends to find other people to, like, you know, get with or whatever. 29 IRL signals she's attracted to you. Fresh from the field. Let's have a look at some of these. She starts yapping away. If she talks, she's into you. Hell, really? Guys, thanks so much for watching. Apologies if this made you feel uncomfortable. r/seduction isn't necessarily a good place to be spending your time on Reddit, but if you like the video, don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment telling me how you would approach a woman or how you'd approach me if you're a woman. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos. We're doing 3 per week, maybe more if you like it. So yeah, lots of love, guys. Bag out.